Yeah. So in the United States, guys, you're conditioned, right? And I'm not going to knock Dave Ramsey, et cetera. Like they condition you to tell you, yo, debt is bad. Consumer debt is terrible, et cetera, blah, 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 blah. That is true for the normal person. But if you guys are watching this podcast, you guys already think outside the box, and you guys already understand that we view the world through a different lens when it comes to women, making money, understanding that the matrix definitely does exist, but you can utilize the matrix to your advantage. And one of the ways you can utilize it to your advantage, guys, is if you're smart, debt is one of the best commodities that you guys can get. And the reason why is because you're able to use other people's money, an institution, right? You can use their money to purchase things that you were otherwise going to purchase anyway, while simultaneously building up your credit score, which thus basically says, yo, if I'm a lender and I want to give you money in the future, you have a high trust score. Our credit score is nothing more than your trust score, okay? Where what lenders are going to give you better rates, they're going to lend you money, etc. And the reason why it's so important, guys, to build up your credit and why you must do this, and you got to go through these steps that we're about to tell you, is because if you don't have good credit, it's going to be very difficult for you to buy real tangible assets. What's a real tangible asset? Real estate, guys. Yeah. And the reason why it's so important to get real estate is because it's going to give you tax benefits, okay, that you otherwise would never be able to get, all right? Now, imagine you have a business and you have real estate, or let's just say you have a W-2 job and you have real estate. Well, if you have real estate, that real estate can offset your taxable income from your W-2 job and you make more money. And on top of that, your house is appreciating, you're collecting cash flow, you're able to pull out money from it anytime with a cash out refinance. You could put a home equity line of credit on it, which will allow you to use it like a credit card. You have all these benefits from owning tangible assets. That is what real estate. And we go into detail with this on the last episode that we did with Chris Crone. I think you guys should all go and check that out after you watch this one. But if you guys really want to build wealth, the number one way to build wealth and how most millionaires become millionaires is through real estate. But you're not going to be able to procure real estate unless your credit score is on point. Okay? For most of society, debt is scary. But if you're watching this podcast, I'm assuming you're not an idiot and you're responsible to a degree, and you understand that using debt can absolutely be a tool in your arsenal that you can use to build up your trust, aka your credit score. Then you can go ahead and leverage that to get good loans, to get leverage, to get low interest rates, to be able to procure real estate and really start creating wealth. I don't want y'all being one of these dudes that only invest in crypto or only invest in the stock market or only invest in index funds or only invest in precious metals because your credit score sucks and you can't buy real assets. These are all fantastic investments to have, but guess what? None of these pay you a real dividend every month. Oh, well, I can make money on the stock market with dividends. I could go get a REIT. I could go get that on my index funds. Bro, you'd be better off reinvesting those dividends versus making $100 or $200. Versus real estate, you get a real dividend, aka rent, okay? You're able to offset that, damn near make it tax-free if you're a real estate professional, and simultaneously enjoy all the other benefits that we discussed before. So guys, if you want to build wealth, there's no way around it. You're going to have to get into the real estate game and make yourself a diversified investor to some degree, man. That's just how it goes. And once again, I'll tell you guys this story so you can really hammer home the importance of having good credit. When I was a special agent working with Homeland Security, guys, I earned about $120,000 to $130,000 per year, okay? In 2019, 2020, my last tax year with the government, right? I paid almost $40,000 in taxes, okay? Fast forward. I just did paid my taxes for last year, 2021, right? A couple months ago. You know how much I paid in taxes? $36,000. And I made about $1 million a year that year. So think about that. I made 10x the money, but I paid almost the same amount in taxes. Why? Whoa, Byron, how'd you do that? The reason why I was able to do that, guys, is because I bought 7 real estate properties. Each of those real estate properties let me go ahead and depreciate on a 27.5-year basis.